Hello and welcome into another pickups video. This one is kind of like a part two to the one that I did last time because I kind of got like a lot of the CDs at around the same time, but only some of them have come recently. So yeah, kind of picking up where I left off, so to speak. And yeah, some of these I haven't really listened to yet, but I thought I'd show them off anyway because I know people really enjoy seeing the stuff that I've gotten recently. So yeah, first of all, this one only came today. This is Del the Funky Homo Sapiens' first album. I Wish My Brother George Was Here. This came out in 1991. Yeah, a lot of people probably know Del the Funky Homo Sapien from his later stuff, but this is when he was still like affiliated with Ice Cube, and he's Ice Cube's cousin, and Ice Cube basically helped him out and in getting his first album out, but I don't think Del was overly happy with how it turned out, and he thought it would be better after this album to sort of cut his ties with Ice Cube and sort of do his own thing. And yeah, I have his second album, No Need for Alarm, which is very good. This one is more sort of traditional, like West Coast production, like a lot of funk samples and stuff like that, while like No Need for Alarm is actually really gritty and dark, and it doesn't sound like West Coast at all. I've only listened to some of this album. I do like it. I like Dale. I think he's a really unique guy, and just yeah, he's just very entertaining to listen to. I like him. So yeah, I got that cheap. There's like a new reissue. Well, not new-ish. It's a couple of years old. Of this album and No Need for Alarm. But I've actually seen them in the shops, but like they're like 11 quid or something, and you're better off just getting like a like a second-hand version of this for like £2. I think it's usually better to see if you can get it cheaper online. Of course, this next album, this one's pretty well celebrated. It's Stetsosonic's second album, In Full Gear, came out in 1988. Again, I haven't listened to all of this yet, but I do like what I have listened to. I mainly bought this because I wanted to get into Stetsasonic anyway. I don't have any of their other stuff. I see On Fire every now and again. Like that must have got a reissue at some point. This is actually a digipack, this version, and this is a 2001 reissue, and comes with some remixes of the song "Talking All That Jazz," which I really really like that song. So yeah, I've been wanting to get a Stetsasonic album for a while, and I wanted to get this one. I think this is considered their best. So yeah, glad to get this, and yeah, I've had this on my wish list for a while. It's a little bit hard to get, but I finally got it for a good price. Let's see. I want to get these next two together because they're linked. Here is Killer Priest's Heavy Mentalist, came out in 1998, and I'll show you the next one as well while I'm at it. Sons of Man, first album. What's the full title of this? The Last Shall Be First. This came out in 98 as well. There was supposed to be an album was supposed to come out in '96, but never did. And yeah, and Killer Priest, he's in Sons of Man, and Killer Priest, you guys might know, he made his first appearance, I believe, on the Gravediggers' first album, 6 Feet Deep. And he was also on Jizz's Liquid Swords, the song Bible, Basic Instructions Before Leaving There, which is actually on this album. But I believe this is a slightly different version. I've listened to some of this. It's pretty good. It's pretty solid. And Sons of Man album is also very good. This is a little bit more lively from what I've heard. The song Shining Star with ODB, that's really good. So yeah, managed to get these for both good prices. Really happy to get them and listen to them properly. I haven't really delve too deeply into like Wu-Tang affiliated stuff. I have like Lad of Darkman's first album, which also came out in '98 actually, Heist of the Century. I have that, and but that's about it as far as like Wu affiliated stuff. There's just so much. It's easy to get overwhelmed with like Wu stuff, but yeah, I'm glad they get those albums. I might get like the Kill Army, like their first album at some point. The next one is Digital Underground, Sons of the P. I got this really cheap. I got this for like £2. Yeah, I listened to all of this. This is a pretty good album. It's good to have on the background if you just want some good sort of light-hearted funk sort of hip hop. And yeah, it's a very good album. I need to get Sex Packets. I still don't have it, and I don't. Yeah, I really need Sex Packets, but I saw this dirt cheap and just went for it. This most people have probably heard, or at least they know who they are. Outcast, ATLiens. Again, I haven't heard all of this. To be honest with you, I've heard about half of the album. There's some stuff that I love on here, and there's some stuff that I don't like at all. I'm probably going to get hate for that, but I don't care. That's my sort of knee-jerk reaction. But I haven't listened to the whole thing yet. It's not that long of an album, but yeah, just I haven't had time recently, and yeah, I've only gotten these albums for just recently, so yeah, I haven't had time to really listen to them. But yeah, there's some stuff on here that's amazing, and there's some stuff it's. That's that's my opinion. And then the last one I have listened to is MC Ren's "Ruthless for Life." The title's kind of funny because he actually left Ruthless like after releasing this album, so more like Ruthless for 10 years or whatever, how long he was at Ruthless for. That came out in so I haven't been doing this. So it's 1991. Outcast, ATLiens, that was 96, and this is 1998. This came out after the Villain in Black album that I got recently. This album's okay. The production's really weak. It kind of what lets it down. MC Ren's still pretty decent on this, and there's some like decent guests on it. There's like Ice Cube's on it, Snoop Dogg's on it, RBX is on it, 8Ball and MJG is on it. So yeah, it's an okay album. Like I don't mind his rapping and stuff. There's actually one more album that I need to grab. There's another one. Just when I was looking at Digital Underground, it's like, oh yeah, got another Tupac album. There we go. Tupac Lives Now. I got this pretty recently as well. Again, I've actually heard this one before, and I listened to it again recently, and saw it for about £2 or £3 and just went for it. Yeah, it's a really great album. I like early Tupac, when he was more political and sort of I don't know, just more conscious, you know what I mean? Just I like that sort of gritty sound that he had back then. And yeah, just as I was saying, this isn't that great about MC Ren and Ruthless for Life. I didn't mind getting it because I didn't pay that much for it, but yeah, I really want Shock of the Hour, but we'll see. Hopefully I get that for a good price one of these days. And that's it for this pickups video. Thank you very much for checking it out. Peace.